Tirat pavya. So you keep roaming pilgrimages. You go to pilgrimages. Teto lavya. And that much you talk more. The more knowledge you have, the more you want to dominate the discussion, the more you want to tell the others you know more. So your ego becomes stronger. If that is what education is about, Guru says this is not going to give you the real knowledge of yourself, the real experience of life, the sada, forever experience of life. This is not the way. Then Maharaj says, Pek kiya, dehi dukh diya. So these are the different ways in which spiritualism or spirituality gets confused. In this modern world, it's even more confusing because now it's not as clear as it used to be earlier. But Maharaj here talks about Baho Pek kiya, dehi dukh diya. You formed different forms, you make different shapes of your body, you pierce yourself, you put bhasam on yourself, all kinds of things which you do to transform your looks. Dehi dukh diya, and give punishment to your body. You lie down on nails, you lie down on iron, walk over fire. So these are the things which now people confuse with spirituality. So it's not the physical body from where the revelation of Creator gets revealed. It's from the transformation of the man. This is the discussion between the Siddhs and Guru Nanak and Siddh Gosht. When Guru asks them, everything else is okay, but what about the man? Is your man connected to Naam? Is your man connected to Anand? That's the core issue. Save jiya apna kiya. Maharaj says then, in the ego, you suffer what you do. Sahave jiya. You suffer what you have done. Apna kiya. What you have done, so you will suffer. Anna khaya, sad gavaya. And then you don't eat, you fast, and you think you can meet God or you can know God by fasting. And you've lost your taste of food, swad, sad gavaya. बहुत दुख पाया, दूजा पाया. Paul Sartre, a philosopher, talked about in one of his dramas he created of three people with no mirrors, where you had to know yourself from the other. So there was a very famous line which people use in that, hell is the other people. So to know myself, I must have the other because I don't have a mirror. Similarly for my man, I don't know my man. So I always use the other as a reflection to know myself. And he says that's the hell. And in this case also, Guru says that until I have understood the structure of my inner being, Jan Nanak bin Apa Chine, without knowing within myself what is there, Mitena pram ki kai. You will be living a deceitful life. Pram. You will be living a imaginary world. A pram ki kai. Jab tak apne, unless you know your man, unless you know what is there within your mind. As man ko koi khojo pai. Find look for it within your man. Tan chute man kahan samai. When the body goes, where does the man go? All these answers are within the man. Search them. Bande khoj dil har roz. Na phir pareshani maaye. Every day, look in your mind. And how do you khoj? How do you seek? That's a separate discussion. We can go there as well later, but let's finish this today. So Maharaj talks about in this Asa Ki Var Pauri, bahut dukh diya, dooja paya, bastar na pehre. And we know in India, people roam around naked thinking that's what's going to give them realization. Bastar na pehre, ahnis kehre. And suffers day and night, ahnis kehre. Night and day, they suffer kehris. Keher. Keher, they suffer on their body, physically they suffer. Then Maharaj says, Kaun jage Guru bin suta. How you will awaken without the Guru. क्यों जागे? जाग ले हो रे मना, जाग ले हो, कहाँ गाफल सोया. Who will awaken the mind? How will the mind get awakened, Maharaj? Mind gets awakened when it connects to Shabad. When its live जुड़ती है जल. महाराज कहते हैं, कह नानक गुर प्रसादी जिन लिव लागी तिन विच्चे माया पाया. I hope I'm not wrong in this, but I think it's right. So Guru says, Maya, while we are living in Maya, while we live in the physical world of transformation, of change, of a paradigm where Maya exists, Maya meaning that which everything is transforming, nothing is absolute. It's not constant, it's always changing. That which is not going to live forever. So my experience of Maya, I keep within that Maya, living this physical world, the world of the senses, world of the ego, viche Maya paya. I will, even then, if I have understood how to connect my live, my Shabad and Surt, if I've understood how the Shabad gets revealed within me, then I will find the solution to all issues of life. I will find the answer, that one answer which is the answer to everything in life. I will find an answer to death. I will find an answer to all my problems. Because after all, I am looking for happiness forever. And that doesn't exist where I think it does, in the physical world. In the physical world, sukh ko mange, sabko dukh na mange koi. Sukhe ko dukh agla, manmukh booj na hoy. Sukh and dukh live together. I don't know if I told you the story of Socrates. The last days of Socrates, there's a dialogue between Crato and him called Phaedrus. Beautiful dialogue on creation, how duality of creation, and how death should not be feared. 35 BC, Socrates at night is talking about how he doesn't fear death, which is coming to him in the morning. Paguptana. Pagupetana, one who goes barefoot. Apana kiya kaman. Maharaj talks about all these physical things in which people are indulging, thinking and explaining to others that this is part of spirituality. Guru Sahib says it's not. And now it's become even more complicated because those who talk about spirituality now are more expressive. They can talk in the right idiom. Their expression is good. They can relate to us in that way, and we think that's right. But we may be fooling ourselves. Physical guru, not necessary. What is the form of guru? Who is guru? What are the conditions of guru? How? This is all revealed in the Guru Granth if we go deeper into it. And where are the three darshan of Guru? Where is Guru now? Today, if I have to meet Guru, I have to meet Guru Nanak today, where do I meet him? I meet him in the Japji. I meet him in Asa Ki Var. I meet him in Siddh Gosht, in Omkar, Dakhni Omkar. I meet him in his Shabad, in what is revealed through him. If I connect my Surt, my focused mind to Shabad, then I will find Guru Nanak Maharaj. Apana kiya kaman. And we suffer from our own actions. We suffer from whatever wrong directions we go in. We are the one who have to pay for it. Everybody can guide us, and everybody is an expert in today's world. So Maharaj says, Almal khai, sir chai pai. Almal khai, sir chai pai. He eats filth. So this is all happening. If you go today to certain centers of spirituality in India, you will find all this happening. And he puts ashes on his head, thinking that he will know God like this. Murukh ande pat gavai. Murukh, foolish, foolishly, blindly, we lose this opportunity of creation, of knowing creation in this life. We lose it. Pat gavai. Vin naame kich thai na pai. Bina naam de kuch nahi hai duniya. Naam nal jude bina ना सुख मिलेगा, ना आनंद मिलेगा, ना अमृत मिलेगा. We will not get happiness, permanent happiness. Temporary happiness in this world is possible, but it will always end in sorrow. If you look at the structure of happiness in this creation, you will find that. Maharaj कहते हैं विण नामे किछ थाई न पाई. Without Naam, nothing is of any use. But actual happiness, happiness which can be not be taken away from us. So this is the other paradigm of Gurmat. That which can be taken away from me is not with me. If my life can go away and I will be dead, then I might as well understand that death is my reality. If the riches can be taken away from me, then the riches are not mine. I am only a temporary user. If I live in a house and I cannot be there forever, then it's not my house. It's my temporary abode. So what I am looking at as permanent is only a temporary experience, a transient changing experience. And that has the quality of home, of ego with it, of personality with it, which is temporary, transient. It will go away. Between one life and another, there need not be any personalities which are common, personality traits which are common. Maharaj कहते हैं रहे बिबाणी मणि समाणी. One who lives in the wilderness, in cemeteries and in the cremation grounds, Madiyan which. Those are also happening in India. You can find the ghoris. You will find them in the cremation ground. They sit with the funeral pyre. They pick up the heads of the skulls and take them with the black magic they do. That's the extreme form of ego and an extreme form of pain which they will go through. Because the harder, the darker the phase of the ego, the more painful it will be. And then jaane fir pachitani. And then Maharaj says, the blind man, he does not know, and then he regrets. When does he regret? When he leaves this body. And it can be when I do leave the body, it can be any time. There's no preordained specific date time. I can live for 80 years, 90 years, 70. It doesn't say that. So Maharaj talks about this Satgur Pete, so sukh pai. Without the Guru, we can't find happiness. This is the key to understanding Sikhi. Without transcending the home, ego, we will not find peace. You cannot transcend the ego or the home without Guru. So I will give some examples. Some things which I normally relate to, like getting into a bus and pushing a bus. That's how I will be if I am within the ego trying to find my solution. I do that, like in the Asa Ki Var Maharaj says, Ke Nanak Guru na chetni, man apne suchet. I don't want to think of the Guru. I have knowledge, I am aware. Chute til boar jo, sunje andar khet. Till de boote, like the bootas of till, left barren, left without use in the field by the farmer. That's how my state will be. So life will be, I will live the physical life, but everything ends with the physical life. And there is no beauty reminiscent of this life which I carry with me. No love, no anand, no experience of joy, but regret only, because I have an opportunity which I let go. Opportunity for what? भई प्रापत मानुक दे होरिया गोबिंद मिलन की है तेरी परी. To meet with the Creator, to meet with my inner Anand, to meet with Sat Naam, to go beyond fear, to find love, unconditional love in the creation itself. This is an opportunity where the flavor of the love rests with me beyond death, where the meeting of Guru never separates, never becomes a separation. In the physical world, every meeting will become a separation. Every gain will become a loss. Every joy will become a sorrow. Every taking will become a given. Every happiness will become sorrow. But not if we have met the Guru, because the Guru holds the key to some of the inner experiences of life, to the Atma, to the, now in the modern idiom they call it the universal mind. This is the other thing. There are idioms, there are words people use like Eckhart or Krishnamurti, which need to be, which we should be aware of, which we should be exploring, because Guru Nanak Sahib Maharaj had a knowledge of all these different aspects of different faiths. And he told them that this is not the way to do it, because he had openly researched them. He had knowledge of them. So he had no fear of them. But we are fearful. We are very constricted in our approach. We don't want to explore the other, thinking we will not be Sikhs if we do it. Then Maharaj says, Satgur pete so sukh pave. When we meet the Guru, we find happiness. That happiness which nobody can take away from us. Har ka naam man vasaye. When man which naam vasda hai Maharaj. When within our mind naam is found, naam is rest. We connect to naam. Dirdaya naam. Satgur naam dirdaya. Made it, affirmed the name within, naam within me. Because naam is everywhere. Naam is the foundation of creation. When naam hai nahi ko thaun. Without naam, there is no creation. Har ka naam man vasaye. Nanak nadr kare so paye. Whatever the Creator blesses us with, the Guru blesses us, that we have found. Nanak kare, nadar kare so paye. And what does he give us? What we ask for? Jo mange Thakur apne te soi soi deve. So what did we ask for in life? Did we ask for the crux of creation, the Tat Gyan? Did we ask for Anand? Did we work towards that? Aas andese tehne keval haume shabad jalaye. So here Maharaj reveals the game plan. The game plan of understanding creation, understanding the mind beyond the ego. Haume shabad jalaye. He becomes free of hope and fear. Aas andese tehne keval. Nahi keval, free of it. And burns his ego with Shabad. How does that happen? Maharaj says, Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. Close your eyes, sit down, sing. Absorb the Shabad within yourself. Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. Love will rise within you. Dukh par har sukh kar le ja. You go into a different world where there is no sorrow. A house of Anand. Sukh da kar. So suniye maniye man kita pao. Sunan to transformation hundi hai. That's why we have 4 bodies of sunna before manan. So we get transformed by listening to the Shabad with ik dhyan. Munda santokh sarampat choli. Dhyan ki karo bebu. ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਰਜ ਹੋ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ, ਸਮਾ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ. ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦਾ ਰੂਪ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਮਨ। ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਕੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ? ਹਉਮੈ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਜਲਾਏ। ਇਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਕੁੰਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਖੋਲ ਦਿੱਤਾ। He's opened the secret that you have to go beyond ego. This is the way to go. You become free, free of hope and wandering and expectation, to live in hukam. How do we do that? Haume Shabad Jalai. Burn your ego in Shabad. So recite the Shabad morning, evening with love. Call the Shabad within your life and it will transform your entire being. We should do this together. We should do it alone. Whenever we have time, experience the love together. Experience it alone whenever you want. Live the Shabad. And Shabad is the Guru as defined in Siddh Ghosh. This was a question which yogis asked and Maharaj told them this. Is Shabad Guru Surt Tun Chela. Bhagat tere man pavde, dar sohan kirat gamde. Maharaj then the Bhagat, those who are looking for you with love, the Bhagats, Creator, the Guru is fond of them. Tere dar te, in your door, before your house, they sing with bliss. Sone pyare Shabad, beautifully singing with love. Teri Kirti. So Kirti Gana means the beauty of the other, beauty of the Creator, singing His praises. The moment we do that, we stop saying me, me, my. We start saying you are, you are, you are. And the reality of creation is that only He is. You and me are transient, limited experience beings with an opportunity to know Creator. And we have only come into the ego by separation from Him. When merging back with Him, we go home. Live chudki lagi trishna. Maya amar bartaya. Maharaj. Dar sohan kirt gamde. Nanak karma pahare. Dar toi to na lehni tamde. Maharaj says, those who are denied your grace, Nanak karma bahare, jo tere karma to bahar han, who have denied your nadar, dar to na lehni tam, they don't find any place. So remember the two realms we talked about, karam, the theory, and nadar. So those who have not found nadar, they don't find space anywhere. They may find physical space, but their Atma, their mind, does not rest. It doesn't find any space to rest beyond death. Unhanu dar nahi milda. They don't find that place to rest. They keep wandering. Like my mind is wandering. My mind is actually a punishing mind. It's constantly wandering. And what is it doing? Surnar Munjan Amrit Khoj De. It's looking for Amrit. So in my experiences of the physical world, whatever it be, pleasures of the life, of things I like, joys of any other form, I'm actually looking for Amrit. I'm looking for happiness forever. So Amrit Kurte Paya. But that Amrit is with only Guru, because it's beyond the ego. Any other happiness we find within ego transforms to Dukh. They are wandering. Lehni tavde, keep moving, keep wandering. Ik mool na bujjan apna, anho da aap ganaye de. They do not understand their mool. So in India, there's a tradition of going to the Gaumukh, a river, source of the river. It's the source of the man, not the river. It's actually indicative. Where is my source? In the Siddh Ghosh, Siddh asked Guru Nanak this. Kahan te aave, kahan hai jaave, kahan hai rahe samai. where does life come from? Where does it go and where does it rest? These are the two aspects. Moving, coming and going is movement. And samana is rest. So see, the Siddhs already know, they are aware of the structure of our man. Either it will wander or it will rest. So in end of life, either we will go wandering. Punni papi akhar nahe, kar karna likh la jao. You keep wandering with your karam. In the realm of karam, you keep wandering. आपे बीज आपे ही खाओ, नानक हुक्मी आवो जाओ, आंदे रहो जांदे रहो. A karma the theory is not only hearsay, he says. Punni papi akhar nahe. Maharaj says then, एक मूल न बुझण अपना, अणहोंदा आप गणाई दे. And yet they think they know it all, which is what is happening every day, even in our own religion, in all other religions. This is always happening. And one of the fastest growing sects in this world, or segments of society, is those who don't believe in any religion. The reason is this only, that we misuse religion also. Maharaj tells us in Asa Ki Var that without Naam, Nanak Sache Naam bin kya tikka kya tag. What is this form of spiritual science without Naam? Which is what we also do. We carry all the kakars with us. We have everything with us, but we don't know Naam. Nanak Sache Naam bin kya tikka kya tag. What are you doing without Naam? Our Guru has clearly told us what is important. Nanak lekhe ek gal aur home chakhna chak. But we still persist. We still insist on doing away with the Naam, not living in Naam, not finding love, but living in hatred. Maharaj कहते फिर, आओ ढाडी का नीच जात और उत्तम जात सदाए दे. Maharaj now, he says, I am the lowly. Guru Nanak Sahib says, how Tadi? Tadi is the one who sings bards. Ka neech jaat. Maharaj calls himself neech. I am low. Aur uttam jaat sadaye de. Let them call themselves higher. Maharaj always is happier to sit on the lower ground, because that's where grace and another will come. And see what he says. That you get yourself called niche. Even if you do good tasks, don't claim them. Kar punho niche sadaye de. Do good, but get yourself called niche, so that the ego doesn't get formed. Without the ego only we know reality. Transcending ego, we will know Naam, we will know Creator, we will know Anand, we will know Guru and meeting the Guru. Aur uttam jaat sadaye de. Tin manga je tujhe te aaye. Maharaj says, I am asked for those who are fond of you, who are thinking of you, who are meditating on you, who are looking for you, who love you. I am calling for them. I seek them. Guru Nanak Sahib Maharaj was asked by the Siddhs that why you have left your house and gone wandering. तो महाराज कहते हैं गुरमुख खोजत पए उदासी. किस कारण ग्रह तजे उदासी? What reason you have left your house? Because he left his house for years, decades. When the Siddhs asked him, why have you left your house? Maharaj says, Gurmukh khojat pay udas. I am seeking that person, that individual, those individuals who are seeking Guru, God. I am seeking them. Darshan ke tahi pek nivas. I am taking different forms of pek, my clothing, I keep changing them, I keep wandering. I'm looking for those individuals who seek truth. And if you and me don't seek truth, then we don't meet Guru. But if we seek truth, then he will meet us. Because he is doing that only. Gurmukh khojat payo dasi. Darshan ke tahi pek nivasi. Saach vakhad ke hum ban jaye. I trade in truth, he says. Nanak Gurmukh langavo paare. दुनिया दे पार जाना है. Temporary, transient, moving life तो पार permanence with जाना है. Go beyond the transient, moving and changing life into a permanent state of being, which Bhagat Ravidas says, Ab mohe khoob watan gaya pai. I have found a great place of being. Uha khair sada mere pai. Here I am taken care of forever. So moving from a transient world into a world where I am taken care of forever, home shabad jalaye. Nanak lekhe ek gal. That's what Guru Nanak is telling us. Aur home chakna chak. Shabad de naal. Love with Shabad. Merging with Shabad. Kadiye Shabad sachi taksal. Finding the mint where the Shabad transforms my inner being into love forever. I think we come to the end of this pauri and Shabad and Shlok. I thank you all for your attentiveness. I'm not sure how much time I took, but I think we'll edit it and see how best we can do it. I thank you all for the opportunity. A Sangat of Shabad is always a pleasure, always transformative, always loving, a place where we meet the Guru. Thank you so much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.